top, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Bulls and the Toronto Huskies. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Switch.
Allen off the play fake. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. It's a big play there. 47 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go. AT Gator. Hey, watch the screen.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2 touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you think to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Check, Mike 46. Let's go. Stop. Alert. Wait. Mike, go.
To throw again. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Get out the field, defense. Regular. Check 43. He's coming. X3. 218, chopper. Check. Crunch.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
46. Hey, hold. Good track. Check 37. Alert. Hey, tight. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Check hot row. Hot. Kill. Tight. What's that? Tight zone. Middle. Kill. Hey. High 7. Hey, check Mike 46.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Check your hot read. Middle. Bravo.
Going for it on fourth down. Allen, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Let's go. 10 logo. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Undercross. Check 15. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach...
Allen hit. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And it's a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, Delta.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Half. Tighten up. 56. Here we go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he gets it to Funches complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, this will be caught at about the 6. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, this is a nice little gift-wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 2nd touchdown. season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Finish strong. Yeah, let's go.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Carr finds Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards there, a first down. On first down, Richard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Carr being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now Carr, and he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Richard, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys are back within a single score. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down. And his guys have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Funches has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here's Allen. Looking sideline, incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
29. Hey, box truck.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. On play action, Allen. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
We got this.
1st down and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. From the 45 on second down. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. On first down, Jacobs. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Carr going to go on 4th down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Allen. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On first down, Allen. It's caught by Funchess. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Mike's 50. First and 10 at the 26-yard line. Mike 50, Mike 50. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Here's Allen on first and 10. Catch is made by Harry. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back to Toronto. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Hey, Zoo.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. Under pressure, they got him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You're not ready. Five wide. You. Hey, Haywood. You got motion. We got it.
Now Allen throwing again. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's get it together.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Auschka adds the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr's throw here caught by Williams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, it's Carr. This pass complete to Higgins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the draw, Richard. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jalen Richard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Carr, forced out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check three, check three, check three.
49, check 49. Alert!
Show it up. Shit.
Topper!
He's coming. We got double up.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got his man, that's Harry. The 13 yards that time and a first.
13 yards on the play. That's good.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, tight.
The twins. Move.
Alert!
Allen now on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Motion.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. And touchdown! Devin Funchess. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Right down. 185.
Hey, watch the slant.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
5 wide.
To the backfield.
Stop. Alert!
Now Allen.
Check. Lucky. Check it back.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, he's going to let it, and it's caught. Touchdown. Devin Funchess with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for first and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on fourth down? They'll go for it. It's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Middle.
Watch the ship.
Hey, Charlie.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Throwing again. Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Stop.
50. Mike's 50.
Pass.
Slam.
Hey, exit.
31. Check 31.
56. Let's go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Results in a fourth down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
It's outfield.
Middle.
Smooth.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to